The wind freshening as they get away, and Roger Black in lane number 3 goes straight away, closes right down on the Jamaican. The American Valmont has started fast as well. Into the back straight though, it's Black at this stage who's cut right back on the Jamaican Pat O'Connor. Also going well is Valmont of America, and right on the outside, Keter of Kenya. The first leg run in lanes and the first bend of the second leg, and then they can break. The stagger and winds, and we begin to see how they sort it out. But the important point is the breaking point on the second leg at the beginning of the back straight. Black has done a good one, but so too has Valmont. But Black on the inside is closing him down all the time. And the handoff point, well, it's very close between America and Great Britain, but I think Great Britain have just got the edge. Derek Redmond now, the UK record holder from Birchfield on the second leg. Quincy Watts going for America. Black 44.6 on the first leg, that's some run. And Britain got the lead they wanted. They've now got to start increasing it because they've got to give Akabusi a healthy start on the anchor leg. Derek Redmond being chased by the teenage Quincy Watts and caught by the American. But has Redmond saved something? Battling down the straight. It's a brilliant leg by the American youngster. Quincy Watts has got America right back in, and has the British gamble failed? John Regis on the third leg, and he's chasing Danny Everett. The time for Redmond, 44.1, so Watts run a stormer. John Regis, inexperienced at this distance, right behind the World Championship bronze medalist. Everett. When will Regis attack? Has he got the ability to attack? A seasoned 400-meter runner. Regis comparatively inexperienced. And Everett stretching slightly away. Regis comes wide to have a go. And Regis can't quite get there. America will take over in the lead with their world champion Pettigrew on the anchor leg. Akabusi goes after him. The difference is 3 meters. Now Akabusi has got to sit there and wait and make a late attack if he can. But he's up against the man who is the world champion. The race between the two of them, and the leg by Regis, 44.3. And still Akabusi waits. Pettigrew with gold behind him in the individual event. Akabusi, bronze in the 400 hurdles. Here he goes. This is an important point. Can Akabusi do it? Akabusi has a go, and the American is beaten. And he's fighting back. Akabusi has made it. Akabusi, gold for Britain. America second, and Jamaica third. And the time, 2:57.54, a new British, a new Commonwealth, a new European record, and the gamble paid off. Black 44.6, Redmond 44.1, Regis 44.3, Akabusi 44.5, and Akabusi at 32. So many relays behind him, but not often the anchor leg. He kept his head, experience paid, and Great Britain take the gold from the favourites, the Americans. Roger Black, the number 1. Derek Redmond, number 2. John Regis, number 3. Akabusi on the anchor leg. The glory run, and it really was a glory run. To run down the world champion like that, while the Americans there was a revealing shot. They're shaking their heads. We've just got a glimpse of them. And Great Britain finished these world championships in the finest possible style. Well, the gamble appeared not to have paid off because the Americans had that slight lead. It's Danny Everett coming in. John Regis doing all he could. Everett ran 44.2, Regis 44.3. And so Akabusi 2 to 3 meters down on the world champion, Antonio Pettigrew, who's also the American champion. Akabusi, calm, a member of many British winning teams, but has never been in this situation before. Tracking Pettigrew, the American number 1, the world number 1. Stay there is the message. Wait. And he waited. Tracked him on the bend. Pettigrew, so aware that he's being threatened. Now comes the challenge. Akabusi has a go. Pettigrew responds. Akabusi goes again. Pettigrew responds. And Pettigrew, looking as if his arms and legs belong to somebody else, finally breaks. And Akabusi comes home for a memorable gold medal for Britain and a new European record, a new Commonwealth record, 2 minutes 57.53.
Roger, it was a tactic which it was a real gamble, putting you in first place. Tell me a little bit why that decision was taken.
Basically, the Americans always run from the front. We had to neutralise their first run. We had to be in contention. That's why I was put on the first leg as supposedly the fastest in the team. And from then on, Derek and John's job was just to stay in there to give Kriss a fighting chance. He had a fighting chance, and he kicked their butts!
And on the second leg, Derek Redmond. Derek, if you've got your split, you run 44-1. You've waited a long time to do that, but thankfully it was today.
Oh, I'm really pleased. I mean, like Roger said, he gave us a good start, and all I wanted to do was keep us in there. I mean, the Americans came past me right at the end, but the intention was to try and hand over to John, maybe a metre behind. I didn't plan it that way. The American came past, but I'm just pleased I got around in one piece and nothing else.
Great run, Derek. Well done. And then over to the man. He only runs 400 metres once a year, but it's on the big occasion. John, you're a big occasion guy.
Oh, well, you see, I messed up in the 200 metres, admittedly, but with the help of these guys, 4x4, my job was just to contain, keep as close to Denny as possible. I did that, as Roger said, give Kriss a fighting chance, and he showed him how to run the last leg.
44-3, that was John. That was a great leg. And who's the new guy on the last leg?
Okay. Old man. Yeah, I mean, all credit to the guys, because every single one did their job. And okay, you get the last leg, it looks like a glory leg, but you've got to admit the guys did everything right. And for me, it was just a case of tactics. I pressured him a little bit on the 200 metres mark to let him know I'm there. And after that, he had hard work, because he meant he had to hold that curve. So he did all the hard work around the curve, and I just rolled off him.
Well, if you just look over your shoulder there, Kriss, you'll see the last 100 metres. Can you just watch him, boys? Let's hear it for Kriss Akabusi on the last leg.
No, I mean, I've just copied these guys. I say, these guys do all the running, and for me, it's easy, because all I have to do is do the tactics on this guy, pressure him. World champion, no world champion, he can take pressure. Well, he can't anyway.
Can't take world champion pressure.
Oh, man. When I got here, I knew I had it, and yet he still came back. Oh, man.
We've got to thank Mark Regis and Nanny Mappy.
Yeah.
Me and John the rest yesterday.
I mean,
without that rest, I wouldn't have been as fresh as I was, nor would John. And without those guys, you know, only 4 of us will get the medal, but those guys deserve the medal as well. We've got to say thanks to them, because it's a team effort.
Well, I'll tell you what, you are a bit rowdy, but we'll settle for that today.
Thanks very much. God bless you all, yeah?
Thank you.
Very welcome.
And the British team step forward for the 4x400 metre World Championship gold medal. It was bronze in '83. It was silver in '87. In '91, they've got the gold. Derek Redmond of Birchfield Harriers, coached by Tony Hadley. A few weeks ago, he was injured and thought that he'd be a spectator. Roger Black, coached by Mike Whittingham of Team Solent. Kriss Akabusi from the same team and the same coach. And John Regis in the background there with his gold medal from Belgrave, coached by John Isaacs. The United States, Andrew Valman, Quincy Watts, who had a superb leg against Derek Redmond, Danny Everett and Antonio Pettigrew. And the Jamaicans step forward for the bronze medals. Pat O'Connor, Devon Morris, Winthrop Graham and Seymour Fagan. Derek Redmond in the background. Only just fit enough to run the 3A's championships about just over 3 weeks ago. Tony Hadley as coach brought him through so well. and he sustained it all the way through. I bet his father back in the Midlands, well, he usually travels with Derek. Some nice souvenirs to take home. I bet his father enjoyed that one too. Kriss Akabusi, the elder member of the team at 32. Derek Redmond is 25, John Regis 24, and Roger Black 25. And we shouldn't forget either the two young men who ran the heats and helped Britain qualify, Addy Maffey and Mark Richardson, who's only 19. Maffey from the London Irish Club and Richardson from Windsor, Slough and Eton. The playing of the anthem.